Okay. Okay. Thank you. Sorry for about that. She wanted to make sure I was doing well. And I said, yes, I am. I have to go back in and do another screening. But it's okay. It'll be okay. Whew, catch my breath. Thank you for those who did join JP's channel. I was on there. We had a good time, a good talk. So let me welcome everybody in here. Bob Danse, greetings. Damien, myself, Henry, Marcy. Many blessings to you all. Thank you for coming. I wanted to do my, I could have gone live yesterday, but I thought maybe I need a me time. So, as you know, if you were on his channel, I had made some new bags. I got some leather late last night from the FedEx, and I started making some bags, cut them up. I was sewing, I was talking to him, I was sewing some. And I got it. She sent me a little bit of beads, not like she usually does, so I can make the earrings. I did that this morning, made earrings. I was actually like the ones I was wearing earlier today. I took them off. They're little dream catchers, and then I put a flower in the middle with the beads. So I want to say, I hope everyone is doing well. It's Friday. So let me read here. Mama Bear Claw, hello. Hope everyone is doing well today. Yes, Marcy, I hope you are too. I hope you're doing better. Agree, Judge of your daughter. I love everything about you. Thank you. Hi. Thank you and much blessing and kind words. I am always with you. Hi. Thank you to Marcy. Nina Mary, much deep love, appreciation. Very true. Everyone's got some kind of a gift. I've been watching my hummingbirds. My husband put a little metal thing so they can stand on it. So precious. Thank you. This one says bingo, bingo, and bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. And then it says down here, bingo squad. This was Riverbank Bingo. Because Riverbank is, I'm at the triangle. Here's Modesto. It goes, wait, no, this way. Yeah, it goes Modesto. So upside down. Let me see. There we go. No, there we go. There. Over here. No, over here. This is to my right, which is my left actually, is Modesto. Then over here is Riverbank, and then down here is Oakdale. So we're on the outside of the country of Oakdale, of Riverbank, and Modesto. So if we need the officers, sheriffs, we gotta call Oakdale. If we need the garbage, we have to call Riverbank. If we need something with the water well or transportation, something in here, call Modesto. It's really funny. Hummingbirds are very beautiful. They are very calming. Um, when I go outside and I sit there, I'll put my hand out. Let's see if I can do it this way. There. If I put my hand out like this, little going slowly, and then I'll put like little um, claps with a little bit of water and sugar and honey, just a little bit of honey, and then mix it. I'll put two right here, and they'll come and they land on my hand, my arm right here, and they'll drink and then fly off, come back. I talk to them in my language too. I do. I really enjoy it. I do cook it. Does that better? To me, if it's $25, that's good. If their payout is $500, still that's good. But sometimes it's like 40 and the payout's like 1,000. So that's still too deep for me. I don't like to spend no more than 25. But okay, if the strips, I buy two, so that's $50 because those are like guaranteed numbers that you can win off automatically. But now these days they have the pool tabs, and you can win off 3 numbers or 2 numbers with a freebie. That's my husband. I like to get the guarantee ones too, pool tabs, and I like to enjoy bingo once in a while. Excuse me, and it's nice. Um, oh, thank you. I do love Winnie the Pooh and Snoopy, the Charlie Browns. Yes, Snoopy reminds me a lot of my baby sister. So uh, her and I were the Snoopy people, and she was the little blonde one. uh, it was. I used to call her that too. um, okay. Did anybody in here watch John P. Adventure, Brother JP? Any of you watch the channel from this morning? Oh, he was interviewing me from his channel, talking about my first, how I got my spirit name, which fit me really well, which is Bear Claw. My first kill of a bear when I was younger. So then I was talking and making medicine bags and giving a little story of myself on his channel. And I look forward listening and Peppermint Patty, yes. She used to say, "Oh, you're Lucy." No, 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 no. um, it was very nice, and I appreciate him being kind and understanding what my culture is. But again, remember what I say: we all have the same bloodline. So I will be making some earrings and more protection medicine bag. I dyed them last night and took them out this morning, so they all look good. I did pink, blue, another purple, and turquoise, and then the tan one, like mine. We call this whiskey or sand color, and that I get the I get the rag and I smear it down to get the color. It's no worry, no worry. And I am sorry, her husband passed away. Um, I'm sure he's walking on those stairways to paradise. So, um, we talked about, he asked me about a dog man. Told him how I seen my first one and how Mama Rainfeather taught me to be relaxed to see them. Oh, it's okay. It's up there. And I understand that it's very hard. So, and I appreciate him announcing about my protection medicine bag and dream catcher earrings, the chest, the choker there. Tanya Hall, which is she's a second cousin of mine. She is a comedy indigenous woman. She has one that I made. So the earrings I usually I know that is going around bad, and I'm just hoping I don't have it again. That's where she wanted me to go do another screening. So um, the earrings are about $25. There I have black. I have black ones that I'm going to be making again. Red with a little bit of yellow, and then I have the dark green, like almost a turquoise. So it'd be earrings. I will post them after I make them. They'll be $25 and then $6 to ship. But no matter what, it's going to cost me $5.55 to ship it. So I mean, I'm doing it a lot less than in Canada from a relative. They do those small ones. They charge up to 60, and I'm not doing that. As much I need money to live, but I say the Creator gives me the privilege to make them and make a prayer over them, protect them for whoever wears them, and then He gives me the sight of how much. So, okay, let's go ahead and talk some more about the satangas. I hear from another person, um, Tansei, Nicole Tansei. Um, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't care. They might be here watching the council. It's fine. Um, his name is Leonard. Hi, Leonard. I know you're listening or watching too, and not comment or like, and it's okay. He's on the council, and today is his birthday. He turns 74. He don't look 74 either, believe me. It's just like with me, they say, you don't look 62. So I'm like, oh, yeah, you can. He's got like gray hairs like me too. I tease him salt and pepper. I tell him, you're salt and pepper right now. Anyway, he said he was out cutting wood a ways from his backyard. And he said that he got a big old whiff. He got a little breeze, and then he got that smell. He said that, he goes, you're not going to guess. I said, why, did you have a visitor? He goes, yep, I think so. I kept hearing twigs break from maybe 25 yards away, but I didn't see him or her, and kept doing like they do, the swivel. So he said that he kept cutting and he kept cutting and he'd kind of look. And he said when he got to the big last one, it felt like he couldn't break the wood. He said it was very hard, but then he told me, he said, do you know what? I said, what? He goes, you're never going to guess. That log I couldn't do, I went back in the house, rested, had some more tea, because weather is changing. Weather changing. And he said, I went back out there before to go get some more to start piling against the edge of the house of the backyard. It was cut in half. They cut it in half for him. And I said, oh, they were blessing you. Did you say thank you? Are you kidding me? I couldn't even come out the door and my wife's, she throws me my bag. Go put tobacco down and leave a sucker out there for him. So he went over there and he's like this. I got a video of him. He set his phone right there, going, he's bouncing up and down as he's, and then trying to lift his legs, like, it goes like this. You left, the left to the right, to the right, to the left. It was so funny. I said, well, thank you for the. He goes, you weren't supposed to laugh. Where did you leave them? He says, I left them the sucker. And I told him, hi, thank you for helping me. I couldn't do that big log. It's a stump, I told him, not a log. A log is long, a stump. He's like, okay, Miss Know-It-All. But it was funny though. Very funny to me, at least. But I sang to him on the phone and said, happy gifting day, birthday. And he's like, oh, thank you. He goes, what's wrong with your voice? It doesn't sound like before. You sound like you're stressed. I said, no. Um, after I was doing prayers, I was singing, but loud. So again, my vocal cords are, I have to goggle with warm water, and I did that earlier. Even my husband says, you go first nice and sexy, and then I was like, I'm like, oh no, no. So then after that, after we were talking, and I told him, I said, so what is I hear that's a rumor about the dog man running in your backyard, and that your mother-in-law thought it was running naked, a naked man. And she said, he told me, yeah, I don't know what to say. It was the dog man. Evening time was coming to set, he said, and she could see something like, because his fence line goes this way and the fence goes, but then it's open. So, and it's a long fence line. I mean, there's where you can park 8 cars this way on both sides. And he said that he saw from the kitchen window, and she was at the door and throwing tobacco, saying a prayer. And he's like, what the heck? did I actually see Nico? And then he went to go look, and she was like, Hano so hashete hakete heisha. What are you doing running naked here? Put some clothes on. uh, what? I misspelled his name. Leonard. That's fine. No, it's Ly, and then got the heaven over. Much blessings, Brother John. Thank you so much. I was just speaking of you, how very grateful to come on your channel and speak many stories. But I'm just talking about one of the council's birthdays today, too, and he was sharing a video with me. The mother-in-law seeing the dogman run across, and he was at the kitchen window, so he saw it, and she's over there. What is the naked man running in the back? Go put some clothes on. It was funny. So anyway, um, after that, he went right up by the tree, and many things started coming. And she says, "Oh no, no, this is too heavy for me." So she closed the door, and you can hear her locking all 5 locks: the top, the middle, the next one, and then the bottom. She goes, "I don't know why he's got so many locks." It's because sometimes bears can't try to come in your home, so you have to have more force. And the door does have not like a door like you in your home. You know how you have um, the door rails, or what do you call them? Mm, it's the thing around the door. I can't remember how you say it. And because they don't have that on their homes. So he said weather is changing over there. But he says that he can hear them. And he said the dogman sounded almost like, the coyotes. And I was like, are you sure? Maybe it's letting out a cry because it's not quite right. And he says, no, no, no. No, not screen door. It's the go around the whole door. The edge of the door. I don't know what you call it. I can't think. Yes, 5 locks. Because they're more by the mountain and the woods are right there. And a lot of bears, they come, or buffalo. So, door frame. Thank you. I'm still thinking in my head, what do you call that? Oh, rail. Dun, dun. Remember to drink water. Ice water with some lemon or lime, or put a mint leaf in there. It's good for you. I told my husband, and I even told the doctors, I think I drink about 8 of these a day. And I said, I think I'm completely water. He said, no, you got a little salt and a little sugar too. And I'm like, oh goodness. No, I'm not a diabetic. So I can't say I've got sugar. He goes, no, you're sweet. That's why. Okay. My doctor, he's Asian. And the little cute accent. And he called me Bear Claw. He says, Bear Claw, you you lost 5 pounds. Why? Why you lost 5 pounds? I tell him, I don't know why. Why I lost 5. Yes. I said, oh, it's like you trying to speak my language. He said, your language too hard. I said, no, it's not. He says, English is hard, but we get it, right? I said, oh, yeah, we get it. I speak a lot of English. He says, you do? He goes, not your culture. I said, oh, yeah, I speak my culture too. Don't believe me. I do. He said, okay. He said, maybe that's why too much talk. I said, I'm going to give you too much talk right here. He says, okay, there we go. See, my doctor, he's a character. He's wonderful. He's just something else. He's short and husky. He said, we all got to eat. I said, yeah, but aren't you been telling people, they should go have a surgery or they should go? He said, no, not me. Me, doctor, not like that. Him, yes. I said, yeah, Dr. Johnson. I agree. He's told me, excuse me, you need to watch what you eat and you're becoming obese. So I would like to say, no, no, I'm still here. I just had to let my husband pass by. Okay, he ran that way. I don't know why. I didn't hear anything. So anyway, I do drink a lot of water, ice watered. In fact, I even chew on ice. And you're not supposed to chew ice. They say it's bad. Too late. I saw him. I know. I thought he was just going to say something. Whew. That's cold. Mm-hmm. Make right here. There it goes. I like to do it like the parrot I had before. My parrot was real beautiful. She had red and then blue and then green, and then her front feathers was like a little yellow, a lot of green. Somebody left the front door open, and she likes to fly around in our house. And she was standing on her stand, and the door was wide open, and I hadn't cut her wings yet. And I went outside, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Come down!" And I went, and she was coming down to me, but a car came by and scared her, so she flew, and I never saw her again. But I have a feeling she's somewhere on the other side of the residence. And my mother and I couldn't find her, so. But I have beautiful memories of her. Will ginger and honey and lemon? Yes. You make your own cough syrup too. Um, John P. was asking if to do a couple of remedies. I also was writing down some stuff because we just put my other books away. I remembered to put for pain. I will be making some of that today. No, this weekend. Um, I hope I have enough beeswax. I use the white. They're the small little white ones, and then melt it after I gotten all the plants and boiled, and then I drain it. So, but I might have to do that too with the Vicks rub. Because when it comes close to winter, I do. I make cough syrup, and I'm going to be making the cream, pain cream. So, and that is, we use cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon, half a cup of beeswax. I use about a cup of avocado oil, or you can use olive oil. Um, you can also get bear fat, from the bear, how it has and fry it really good so you get all the grease. Can't leave it dark, can't leave it, don't charcoal it, just slightly, and it leaves all that. And then you can put it in the towel and squeeze it and get the oil from that too. Same thing with using the flowers, rose petals, lavender. So these are the same things that Satanga uses, the berries, the fern. You can eat fern. The ones you find out in the forest, the woods, you can eat them. And then I add mint with it, and then I smash it, put it in the grainer, or I use the shredder for it too. Because what I do is I roll it up tight, and then I start. Now, if I really want to go back old school, I chop, 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 till really fine, 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 like almost like the hair. My hair's nappy at the end because when Mama died, I cut 5 inches long. That's how long I cut it. My hair's to my hips. It was past my thighs, and it's with her. I cut it, and then I told them before they cremate her our way up in the mountain, it's with her. So my hair got burnt with her. Chasing a grass man. Oh my goodness. Henry Dunsey. I got to go. My neighbor just asked me to cut his hair. Oh, you're such a blessing. Thank you for doing that. Many blessings to you, Amen. A root brush, yes. Very true, very true. There are many different trees that you can actually eat off. They're like the bark, because it's like jerky to the satangas, to bears, elk, um, the dogmans too. But sometimes when they grab it, you could see the scratches from the way they grab it. So I made it for my daughter, and she didn't sip it. She drank it all at once. That's good. Is that the one I told you to make, Marcy? Because it's really good. Okay. I understand that many people are having a lot of questions. Don't be afraid to ask me. I am here to help you understand whatever is necessary, and I said I'm here. I am here. You can email me. Um, you can text me. Like I said, my number's on there. I'm sometimes I won't able to pick up your call because I could be doing something because I do help my husband out too. And plus me doing cutting out the leather and making certain colors. That takes my time because as I'm dyeing it the color I want, I have to mix different kinds of colors to get what I want. And I use my hands, so I don't get dye on my hands because it's non it don't stick to my hands. So moosey smooth bark. hmm That's to help their teeth and their gums. It's the same thing with bear and deer, javelinas. You've got to realize a tree can give you medicine or um, antibiotics. Now, there are different plants in the forest and the woods that you can eat that's just like an antibiotic instead of actually making it. Because you can make antibiotic. You just have to put 90% alcohol in all the leaves and branches in it, along with something else I'm not going to say yet. Because every time I give out my remedies, everybody says, "Hey, you stole it." No, this is how I've been doing it since I was a little young girl, and it's very important to share, but I'd rather do it privately. Mama says, don't give it all out. Give it once in a while so that way you understand who is listening and wanting to understand what herbal can do. Mother Earth gives many things, herbs, herbs, herbs. And I'm not talking about the funny leaf like Mama Rainfeather. Puff, puff. No, I can't do that. I always tell her, go outside. She says, I am outside. But the door's open. She's 94 years old and likes to puff, 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 puff. She said, how do you think I didn't get so much illness? uh, I remember, Mercy. Um, I wanted to tell you a story with Mama Rainfeather and my mom when they were young. And there was this Braveheart. His name was John Braveheart. His last name was Braveheart. He's a Navajo man. As Navajo man says that he can see what is in the desert. He would come up to my mom and Mama Rainfeather and tell him, do you see over there what's going on? You know, over there. And Mama Rainfeathers looks at him, you think I'm dumb? She tells him in our language. And my mom looked at her, she goes, I'm over there looking. What is he talking? He's flirting with us. My mom says, I'm flattered. Mama Rainfeathers, what are you flattered about? He's I can't say that. um, how do you say? Like a nasty man. So anyway, he was turned it down. There was Satangas over there. And here comes the buffalo because they run all over the land. Now the house is over here, and when he came over to them, my mom and Mama Rainfeather were saying, Oh, I have to close. He's coming. But I'll keep talking. That they came back outside to see what he was saying, and he was pointing out to the left, and she's like, "You mean by the Chief Rock?" He said, "Yeah." He goes, "Let's go over there and see what's going on." And so they walked over there, and then, thank you, appreciate that. Then Mama Rainfeather says, "Let me see, let me see." She closed her eyes. "Oh, I see there is a albino man coming." And my mom says, "Stop lying. The man is speaking about something and you want to." She goes, "Well, he said there's a tangas over there." And Rainfeather, she's very blunt and she don't care who it is. She said, "A man," I guess she's, that's another story. I'll tell you this one first. So the nasty man, yes. The nasty man, "Come, let's go." And my mom says, "I'm not going with you nowhere." Uh-uh. If I want to see Bigfoot, I see him from right here. My mom said that Mama Rainfeather walked and left him behind. So he was talking to my mom. Mama Rainfeather walked all the way, I don't know, my mom's sense of yards are off. She's always been off like 50 feet or so. She went over there and she sat on one of the stumps and she says, "Nishakaye atatanga, nishtako kayan tohai." Come speak with me. I sit here and I'll listen to you. And she looks again and says, "Well, come out. Don't be scared. I'm not going to hurt you." And it ain't never came. So she said, no, I'm not going to waste my time. Tom starts walking back to the house and she's, "There's no satanga there." So when she went back in the house and she heard a, ooh, ooh, like a laugh. And my mom said, "What the heck is going on? What did you do?" She said, "No, nothing's there. It wasn't even over there. It was right in front of the house. Here's the house, go straight across, and it's only 100 yards." The nasty man wanted to talk to one of the women, my mom or Mama Rainfeather. So Mama Rainfeather came and told him, "You need to go. You're drunk, go." Because I haven't even drank yet. "But do you want to drink?" Oh my. It was too funny. I'm always going to remember that because here they were waiting to walk with him over there to see. Goodness. Hello, Tansei Face. How are you? Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. It was very nice. Hi. 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 Um, Many times, my mother and I will do a venture. Either it's in Canada or at the res. Excuse me. We every time we would come back home, my mom says, "None of your friends came, right?" I'm like, "What do you mean, my friends?" She goes, "Every time we go back home, it's like I can feel them. I can't see them like you do and feel them, smell them. I can just smell them." And I says, "Mom, it's okay. So I think I cleared it now. Hopefully. You hungry or tired? I think I'm a little tired. Well, my hands hurt from sewing. But I told her I don't see anyone here, and she would tell me, "Are you sure?" I go, "Maybe there's a skunk." She go, "Yeah, there was a skunk." And she goes, "I don't know. How did it get over here?" I said, "I don't know, Mom. I have no idea." So we had a powwow to do here in Woodwood City, and many different councils came from different tribals. And that's when I started to get to learn more and more who was on the council, because I started to be on the council from the age of 21. I'll say 20 because I've been actually sitting there and listening to them. So I'll say 20. I know 21, 22, but it's 20. Um, they do ask me if I enjoy being on the council. I said yes. And do I know what's going to be on the agenda and stuff like that? I said, well, I read many things, so we shall see. And there was a voting because um, one of the ladies that was on council wanted to run on the committee. So when I say run for committee, I'm talking like chief or um, to run other councils and understand why or what's going on. If you can, oh, hold on a second. What? Okay. So we went to Woodland City, and we're doing the powwow. Now, mind you, when someone says that they're playing with black magic, man, my guns are, all my shirts are starting to get tight on me. Oh, I have bigger guns than my husband. You want to see them? uh, my husband says, "You got none." I use my upper body a lot since being down for a year. Anyway, the powwow was good, and I was doing the one dance, a jingle dance, and they're beating on the drum, right? And so you have to carry your swah, which is your bag, your fan, and you have the things, the feathers up, and everything looks nice all around you. Now, when you're dancing that, or the sweep, It's like you're wearing the whole shawl, but we call it different. You American people call it a shawl, and it goes down, and we have long. Um, it's Ninosquash, the material hanging, and sometimes we have beads on it. So we're like this, and it's swinging. So I was doing that, and they were saying that in the ceremony, um, one of the gentlemen that was beating the drums, his he had his hair back in a ponytail, but all right here, even through his eyebrows, looked at like gray. And one of the ladies was signing to me and asked if I could come. And I went like that. And then I turned like this because we have to face who's standing there, who is the judge. You have one in the west, the south, and north and east, one person in all four corners. So they're watching this portion, that's watching that have this portion and this portion. So once I got closer, she was talking to me in our language, and I said, okay. So when we kept going, and when the beat stops, that's when we stop. And then people will come and they'll throw dollars. They do it to the adults, the elders, the children. We believe, because you're doing a ceremony. That's one part. Now, I had went over, I took it off, and I placed it back, placed it back in the trunk that we carry, and took mostly things that need to be off on me. And then I went over where the guys were playing the drums. I'm standing behind, and I'm looking directly at the one that she told me to look at. And his eyes were starting to get gray. Now, mind you, this person does go out in the field, out in the forest or the woods, and he does a lot of investigation. Now, when you come upon something that likes to work with darkness, we don't need it in any powwow or anything. But this person did not know that he was dating someone that likes to play with darkness. And that means a bad spirit is coming or is around in your home. And what it's doing, it's taking some of your energy little by little. So when someone says they're going to cut you off, then you're finding out who are your true friends around you, because then if that person you're seeing is dealing with darkness and you're here with us with great high energy, what it's doing is draining you. It's like sucking the life out of you. Now, you got to understand too, when he finished the last set, they all took away, and I said, I want to speak with you. What for? I want to speak with you. He cannot deny me when I request it. So, and they know that I was already on council, so you cannot dispute anything with any of the council that way. So we went on the other side to have more privacy. I asked him, what are you doing? He says, nothing. I said, I feel darkness around you. Are you doing anything like a Ouija board? Are you allowing the bad spirits or wherever you're going to come into you? Because you didn't cleanse yourself, and I'm feeling that now. And he says, no, I did cleanse. Don't lie. So what it's doing, it was sucking all his energy. He says, well, I've been with my girlfriend. She don't believe us what we do, so I have to leave her home. Okay. Does she work with the Ouija board? Does she work with with bad spirits? Does she, he goes, I don't know. I don't ask her. I said, So you have a girlfriend just to do and eat, drink? That's not what a woman's for. And he says, don't reprimand me. I said, I can reprimand you because I'm worried about your health. So he stopped listening to me. And the council and I got together, and I was talking amongst with other councilmen and women. We were pretty much picking up the same thing. A couple of the elders had come in and said, do you realize that there is a certain person here that is not well? And when you do work with different spirits and knowing that person you're involved with does black magic, darkness, it tends to take you also. But you have to remember smudging, if even it's an instinct, those long ones, you burn them, they're okay, but I prefer not to use those. Other people do, but it's okay. If you do, get sandwood or get something that's positive to not allow any black spirits, dark spirits enter your home. Because it can, and it will leave you from here to here, all here, black. As you can tell, mine here, or go around, is white. And I am a very high spirit, high energy. And when I get drained, you can tell I get drained. You can really tell when I'm tired. It takes a lot from me. So, sure enough, he admitted that he lived with, before he lived with this female, he allowed her to touch his medicine bag. And that medicine bag was in the wrong. Montana. Excuse me. Oh, I don't know if that's going to fit. That is way too big. So she put something in his bag saying that it would also protect him. Nope. Because after 6 months, he started getting sick. And we all noticed it. His mother would come to us and ask us, please pray for him, cleanse him, please. I know there's something wrong. And one of the elders had went up and said, well, where is your son? Do you think he's been hurt by black magic? Do you think he's hurt from the creatures in the woods? She says, I do not know. All I know is his eyes are getting more darker and he's been getting more sick in his stomach, and I am not sure what it is. So when they came to come and get us, we called 3 other councils throughout the tribals, and they came. So there's like 20 of us, and we had to go in the home, smudge it, pray, and this goes on all night. We had to, because we felt that it was another entity trying to take him, that this woman allowed it to put and have them come and get him. So I was very disturbed. Some of the elders were upset, and they had told us that we needed to actually continue on with the prayers, because he was getting sick. And we prayed. We had a fire going, and a lot of us are around in a circle as we're praying, to find out, not from just myself, but from 3 others, we felt that he was being attached from a friend. Not a nice friend. I really don't like even saying the word, but it's an it. So he had asked the mother, and the father had continuing asking us to keep praying. Where did that ant come from? Sorry. I was like talking, and I saw something in the corner of my eye. I'm like, where did that ant come from? I don't see nothing in my garbage. That's sweet. I would like the ants to be outside, not in my house. I tell them, you stay outside, not in my house. I don't want to see you hurt, because he'll kill them. I'm just like, just show them the way up. He goes, you can't do that. So anyway, let me get back. So we did the ceremony, and we went inside seven of us went inside the house to do a cleansing. And every room, every window, every closet, every mirror, we cleansed. We prayed. We kept doing it even after midnight. We sang, and then we did prayers. We sang, and then we do prayers. And then he's laying on this table, and we have certain medicine over him with another bag, a new bag. So, danse. Oh, hi, Betsy. And after that, we passed around the medicine, and he drank it, and he started to sweat. But this person actually was trying to poison him and calling upon darkness to help themselves. But we tell all relics, you got to remember, if you're doing something that you're calling death or any bad energy to come to you, it can take you. It can swallow you up. Makes your mind uneasy. You can't think properly. You're very unbalanced. You're falling. Um, it's almost like the smell of death. So it's really hard. I mean, it took all day, all night, singing and praying and praying. You know, when the Yosh, um, we called upon them to take this away. Give us the power and your power to take it away. Get this off this boy, this young man. He is one of them that we have saved. Now, we lost one in the beginning of this year. It took too much, and it did take him, because all he was there is he started going like no memory, forgot how to speak, and you can tell there it's very powerful. So when we were calling upon the Oishosho, and we said the PE ceremonies that we get together and the family come together in one big circle so we can focus and keep the family of the circle tight, and to show that the Mother Earth and the Creator is with us, trying to heal them. And he was healed. He was pretty much saved. So I'm glad this happened, because I don't like to see anyone, even my relatives, be gone like that. But allowing to have someone open your protection medicine bag and touch it is wrong. Yeah, the smell of death is bad. I've done embalming. I've been a surgeon nurse, ER nurse, so I've seen many things come and go. It's like I said, I'm not afraid of blood. I'm not afraid of bad energy or negativity. I challenge most of the time. I challenge it, you know. And knowing that what are in the woods and the forests, you have to stay positive. You have to make sure you're allowing Father, the Creator, and Mother Earth talk to them. You know, that story has been with me for many years, and I'm glad we were able to save him. But losing the one this year, was hard. We tried for 3 months to pray over him for not to hear, but he was calling out. He went looking for it. And we told him, you should know how your tribal is. If they tell you, your elder tells you, don't look for that. That is the evil one. But yeah, you go and look for it, and you said, you're like welcoming it, and you're calling it out. This young relative was in his 40s, and he was actually looking for it. There's no need to do that. They'll show themselves somehow. Believe me. They're they're nosy. You can smell them too, but it's more of a death. I don't know if any of you guys have ever smelled um, death before. You can smell it from the mouth, but this is from the body. And we watched him, as much praying we did and singing for those 3 months, trying to put liquid back in him. So it's very difficult. You are willing to sacrifice your life that way, but he didn't care. He didn't have children. He didn't have a partner. So he wanted to do something, to prove something, he said. Prove something or save your life. It's unnecessary to prove something. It saddens me still to this day to know that a relative will actually go out like that looking for it. When many channels, investigators, they go do this, I wish, no harm on them. I want them to be protected, to understand that what cryptid is in this lifetime. Because the star peoples, they come and go. But if you want to go out like that, call the star peoples to say, hey, I'm ready to go, take me. Then let them do that. Not let us watch you suffer. To all of us elders, that to see that, it saddens our heart. And then we're all together in a circle praying over him and wanting the Father and the Mother Earth to help us. But this time it's gotten real bad. It was so bad that they even brought a doctor from the hospital. And he tried. He said, I don't think, I said, oh, I know he's leaving us. He'll leave us within 2 days. It wasn't even 2 days. It was that following morning, 2:00 in the morning. This is why I say to many people that want to go and investigate out in the woods or the forest, just make sure you're protected. Make sure you are able to take care of you. I'm not saying to shoot it because it won't die. It's already dead. They're like saying, oh, zombies are coming. What do you think cryptids are? Many, I don't know how to say this. Let me see if I can put it in an easy way. If you want to learn and understand between many entities, cryptid, or creatures that are on Mother Earth, please take your time and keep your distance. Wear your protection bags if you have one for me or whoever's made one for you and they did actually pray over that and made that bag for you. Because even just getting a bag from wherever and then put it on and think you're protected, no, it has to be an elder and a medicine person. It could be a shaman, the medicine man, or it can be a woman. Some tribals are different, they're more stricter, and they say that no one has more powerful than a medicine person. So again, just let your folks know, your relatives, your parents, Le choix, le choix. Let them know that, you're trying to do what's right for you. It's important to understand, and I know many people research on Google. Google doesn't always tell you the truth. They just think. It could be anyone saying something. But again, asking an elder to help you. We can, but it takes a lot out of us too, because many of us try to take out what you have and put it in us and try to take care of it a different way. When I do a house cleansing or cleansing over somebody, it comes to me and I ask it to come to me. I have to let it go. My husband's already automatically dig like 3 feet down. And the hole is about, maybe like this big. And I'll put what I wrote on the paper, I put it down there, and I light it up. And then I bring it out. And I dig it. Then I put rosemary, sage, tobacco over again. Same thing to protect it. So, can you hold on 1 second, please? Thank you. Oh, let me see. I'm sorry. I am not sure uncut because it wasn't just him looking for it, you know what I mean? So it's very when you have, they can tell, or they had connected with that person, they can tell something's wrong. But I could tell certain channels too, and I, try to help them out. Some listen, some don't. It's, how do you say? In your guys' way, the grain of rice or something. I forgot how they say it. But it is very true. And I give many people advice. And if you're going to go out there, just make sure you're prepared. Um, sorry. I feeling and reading someone. Sorry. But I want everyone, when you do go out in the field and you are investigating a certain area, be careful. Again, be protected, because you never know that what is actually around. And the more evil there is, then the more harder it gets. So again, I don't really think a satanga would hurt anyone unless you're aggravating them or their clan, or you're pushing them too hard into, in the corner, or it could be a juvenile that you're, pushing back, and it's calling out. Now, people say they hear whoops. Okay, those are satangas. What if you hear a scream? Do you actually think it's a satanga? Or, well, dogwins do scream, but not crazy like that. Only an it does it. I mean, it'll scream. It's allowing to connect with the others that something's here better. So, again, um, many people are still curious why they're here. But it's like I said, they've been here the early 1400s, maybe, or you can go back more. But I promise you, if you ain't careful, it can attach to you, even if you said, please don't attach anything to my equipment or me, if you're not protected. There is the stuff in your bag that will protect you, and I also put other things in it. But if you're going to be those ones that open it up and pour it down, your protection's done. You are no longer protected, because it's a sacrifice that I'm giving to in your bag. It's like putting part of my heart in your bag. Now, a Sherman and the medicine woman, we do that. That's why we say we put our life in front for you. And many people don't care to listen. They say it's BS. Well, if you think that it is BS, then fine. That's you, not me. You know. But everybody likes to go in the woods, the forest, to see what's out there or investigate, day or night. So, and at times there are others that say, okay, I understand what is going on a little bit, but don't really want to show that fear, or they're scared, and then accidentally tinkle in your pants, or even poop, depending how scared you are. So that's happened. I've heard about it. I know that many investigators said that, they saw something they shouldn't have seen, and then it got them sick, and they're like pooping all over themselves. But again, I can only say for what I saw or hear, what has spoken to me. So I want everyone to, if you do go out, be careful. I'm not telling you what to do or anything, but we all need to realize too that, what do you want? Do you want your life to be safe, or do you want them to take it? Throw you out, keep my heart. It's important. You have to understand you are important. Okay? Does anyone have any questions? You know, those who have tried to ask why this happens and you're confused, it's okay to be confused. We're only human. But you also have to understand, too, that your life is important to others. Oh, boy. I also want to say thank you to a young man donating $4 to me. Thank you. I appreciate that. And if you need me to do a prayer for you, you can get a hold of me on my channel, my or my Facebook Messenger or Facebook. You know, everything is still there, where my phone number and everything. If I don't get your phone call fast enough, you can leave a message or you can text me. Um, Mostly everybody does email me and message me on Facebook, so that's fine. Well, everybody, I'm going to do a small prayer because I believe a lot of relatives need prayers. I believe in prayers. Um, Someone in here is telling me they need help. So I'm going to say a prayer real quick, if you don't mind. And I always do pray for the Satangas. All right. Enashtai ewen benishta haete ekianunos koesto ekoinitio nikonitio hakalehe tu monusto koite haye nikwai anahai niswa hatayusho te koine niswa aideshkwa eta ekom no koete ekui Nicola kumpai hostirikota nina koete ko in pakaye esta oine koe oite koeaya ene kontoya kontistoya miaite eskoto amete te honaka ena este koina hai hai esto I missed. Amen. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today in my live stream. Thank you, those all in the community. Today's Friday. If you're going to have a cocktail, please have a driver. Or this weekend, it is Labor Day, right? I'm going to look at my other calendar. So, may the Creator, our Father, the Creator, be with you all. He protects you, as well as Mother Earth. Many blessings to you. And like I say, I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Please subscribe, hit the like button. It is, as I say, it is free. I do not charge. But I do appreciate those who are here. And if you do need a protection medicine bag, you can get a hold of me on Medicine Bear Claw Messenger, or you can message me through email. I thank you very much. Hi, Nesto. Please enjoy your weekend. I send my love to you all. Thank you. And Nininosko este. means I love you all. Thank you. Have a good evening.